the Buddhist temple of Toledo and our special Anga opening ceremony today. Please be seated and turn in your liturgy book to page 2. If you didn't grab a liturgy book, they're in the back on that little table, or someone can grab one for you. Kata of atonement, all evil karma ever committed by me since of old on account of my beginning less greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all evil karma ever committed by me since of old on account of my beginning less greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and thought. Now I atone for it all evil karma ever committed by me since of old on account of gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Sangha. I take refuge in Sangha. The 5 remembrances. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature of change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. My deeds are my closest companions. I am the beneficiary of my deeds. My deeds are the ground on which I stand. This precious human life, rarely encountered, is easily lost. Now that I have life and opportunity, may I practice the Dharma wholeheartedly. Mahayana refuge. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. In my heart, I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May I liberate suffering beings and bring them to great joy. May the compassionate spirit of love grow within me, that I may actualize the great way. Invocation of the lineage. I give thanks for the guidance of my teachers, for the lineage of teachers before them. I give thanks and offerings for their devoted practice of generosity, moral discipline, patience, joyful effort, concentration, wisdom, skillful means, unshakable vow, spiritual powers, and awakened awareness for my benefit. May their years of life be lengthened. May their vows be completely realized. And may I cultivate these perfections with their guidance. 7 practices of the Bodhisattva. I bow down in body, speech, and mind. I offer the best I have to give, both real and imagined, to fill the space between us. I regret and purify all transgressions. I rejoice in all virtues. I request you to remain until total enlightenment. I request wise and compassionate guidance. I dedicate my merit for the sake of all beings, generating love and compassion. May all sentient beings be free from clinging and hatred, being close to some and distant from others. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from clinging and hatred. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them happiness and the causes of happiness. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will free them from suffering and the causes of suffering. Bless me to accomplish this. May all sentient beings have the joy that has never known suffering. May they be free from clinging, hatred, jealousy, miserliness, doubt, pride, wrong view, ignorance, and dualistic thoughts. How wonderful it would be. May this be accomplished. I will bring them to this state. Bless me to accomplish this. We will now have a brief period of zazen. stand, take a minute to stretch. We're going to be chanting the Sho Sai Mio Kichi Cho to Rani. So if you need a chant book to chant that one wholeheartedly, please make sure you've got one. And when you're ready to sit back down, we'll sit comfortably facing the teachers. And we'll start with the Gata and opening the sutra, which is on page 8 of your book. On opening the sutra, the Dharma incomparably profound and infinitely subtle is rarely encountered even in millions of ages. Now we see it, hear it, receive and maintain it. May we completely realize the Tathagata's true meaning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Today we have a very special event happening, and for those who may not know, we do this twice a year. There's different periods in the calendar of Zen. We have a just concluded what's called the winter training period, which includes the winter solstice and so on. And then there's, of course, a summer training period. But in the fall and the spring, we have a period of time that's called Ango. Everybody say Ango. Ango. Ango very much. Thank you. So what's this ongo business? Well, it has to do with seasonally trying to find a way to kind of like take it up a notch, to like dig in, to get your practice up to the next level, And in jazz music, the way you level up is you play with people that can rock harder than you, and that's how you get experience, right? And so it's the same in my experience in the Dharma. I mean, to take it up to another level, it requires intention and intent, and you have to get connected, right? And when you are connected, you can get more connected. You can investigate your practice more deeply. Now, there are times to rest and to integrate and to digest. Theoretically, that's what the winter training period is. But that is not what Ongo is about. Ongo is about let's take this up and let's dig in. Now, it doesn't matter if this is literally your first experience at the temple or if you're one of the old founding hands who've been here since the beginning. Every one of us, no matter how connected we are or how deep our realization is or is not in some cases, you can deepen it. You can dig in more. And the most important thing really is that you're on the path and that you're engaging it, okay? So I want to encourage everybody to think about for this little chunk of time, it's some 70 days or so, varies a little bit by the calendar, but during this next period of time, reflect what has your practice of the Buddha Dharma been and what could you do to like kick it up a notch, you know what I mean? And honestly, that's going to look differently in specifics for many of us. There will, however, be some hoped for common threads. Ongo typically does have a theme, and in this case, we have a whopper. We have I described it as not low-hanging fruit early this morning. We are taking on, perhaps foolishly, but so be it, we are taking on what's called the Lankavatara Sutra, okay? Now this particular sutra, for those who are unfamiliar with the term, it means a teaching in the Buddha Dharma. This particular teaching is tradition holds what Bodhidharma brought with him from India when he moved and brought the teaching of Buddhism from its native Indic tradition into encounter with the Chinese world. See, the Chinese had texts, they had information, they didn't, as the tradition says, have direct personal realization of Buddhahood as yet. So from the motherland of India, it was brought through Bodhidharma's kindness. And he brought with him the robe, an example of which you see here, and there are many, whether it's the little square one or this one, they're all the same. Those are the priests. It's the same robe that's been transmitted for some 2,600 years. There's also a tradition of transmitting the bowl. This is an expression of dana and of receiving generosity. This manifests in the Zen tradition in our formal oryoki meals. You can, if you would, turn your attention to the back of the zendo. You see these little cool shelves back there. Those actually are what are called oryoki bowls, and that's how it manifests today, the robe, the bowl. But there's something else that Bodhidharma transmitted to his successor, Huike. He transmitted the Lankavatara Sutra, tradition holds. And he said, in this sutra is everything you need. Now, keep in mind, Huike, the successor, already had deep realization and experience. But having some framework, having some understanding, having some way to ground this and to relate to it is critically important. Bodhidharma himself, one of the things that scholars are pretty sure he actually taught was called the Two Entrances and Four Practices teaching, and I'll read just a little bit of it. Bodhidharma said there are many avenues for entering the way, but essentially they are all of two kinds: entering through principle and entering through practice. Entering through principle, Bodhidharma went on to teach, is awakening to the essential, awakening to the real, by means of the teachings. It requires a profound trust that all living beings, both enlightened and ordinary, share the same true nature, which is only obscured and unseen due to mistaken perception. If you turn from the false to the true, dwelling steadily in Zazen, then there is no self or other, and ordinary people and sages are exactly one and the same. You abide unmoving and unwavering, never again confused by written teachings. Complete ineffable accord with principle is without discrimination. It is still, it is effortless. Complete ineffable accord with the principle is without discrimination. It is still, it is effortless. This is called entering through principle. And he goes on, practice and realization is central to the Zen way. But what we're going to do in addition to that is we're going to take up this Lankavatara Sutra, this essential teaching. So I'm not going to go into a big thing about it now. We're going to be talking about it probably ad nauseum. But it basically says, if you want to get really simple about it, that true reality is perceivable. The lack of perceiving true reality and living falsely is the cause of suffering, and you can fix this. You can fix this by turning about the mind and bringing about inmost realization of true wisdom. This is not something that you attain or graft on from somewhere else. It's inherent. You already have it. There's no special thing that adds on to you in any way. In fact, it's the opposite. The barnacles are dropped off. The scar tissue fades. The armor is removed. The clown mask comes off. And what's left is this pure, beautiful, radiant, perfect, original, inherent Buddha nature that you and I and all things express, whether we know it or not. Knowing it makes a difference, though. When we can realize for ourselves the taste of our own true reality, then we are able to live freely, effortlessly in accord with the true Dharma, with our true selves. Sound fun? I hope so. I hope so, because it is. It feels great to play in the Dharma. It's wonderful. It's a way of transforming the stress and the drama into an expression of joy and life. It's wonderful, guys. It's amazing. This is not an academic pursuit. This is not a philosophical speculation. This is closer to us than our own heart. And so my hope, my intention for this Anga, which I will be leading, is that by the end of it, we will all have some deeper connection to our true nature, and not just in a speculative way, but in a deep, deep realized way that you can rely on. When all the shit hits your fan, you can still rely on it. It's that solid. It doesn't depend on me. It doesn't depend on some statue or some robe or some incense or anything. It depends on nothing. That's why you can rely on it. Accessing it, well, we need a few helping hands. We need some way to play a tune together, right? We have got to have some way to work it out. So we have this incredible tradition literally for 2,600 years, that it's been honed and shaped and passed on and refined by some of the finest minds that the Homo sapiens species has ever produced. And here it is today, available to each one of us. Wow. How's your day? Good. I hope, thank you. Just realizing that it's possible and getting the feeling of the Dharma wind moving through your body, this is the essence of the thing. Now, let's use that wind in the sails and let's dig in, huh? Let's dig in. So for temple members, which I hope all of you are, it will be, if it hasn't already, this text will be sent around. A little bit of fair warning, okay? This is not a light read. This is not like, you're not going to get this and go, oh, of course, I mean, you may in spots. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you do in spots. But the whole thing, I really recommend that you approach it very humbly and with a good deal of humor and a good deal of don't make a thing out of it-ness, and consider it not from just the intellect. If you do, you're doomed. Read it with your third eye, okay? Hear it with your third ear, right? Let it be magic for you. Enter into a liminal space where you're communing with ultimate reality. Do not demand it come to you on your terms. It is my sincere feeling that this sutra very much wishes to become your friend. It's been a friend for me for a very long time, and I'm delighted to introduce you. But it takes a while to get to know her, okay? So allow her to just show up, spend time, let the relationship deepen, get connected. Don't worry too much about it. And we're going to talk about it as the Ango unfolds. In fact, it turns out the way things work that every Sunday I have an agenda, God help me, to go through a certain amount of this sutra together. We have 2 full workshop days set aside on the same exact topic. And I will be doing some sort of more academic descriptions of the sutta so that we understand it from that perspective. It's important as well. I intend to go onto the members' Facebook group and read a couple of pages a day. It turns out that this epitomized version, which I really recommend you rely on, it's by Dwight Goddard, okay? A couple of pages a day, we'll have spent time with every page by the end of Ango. So there's a template. Engage it any way that makes sense for you, but do engage it. And then consider, of all the amazing flowers in the arrangement here, which one will you take time to smell? Will you start coming more regularly on Sundays and connecting? Will you join a Sangha circle, perhaps? Will you consider participating in retreat? Perhaps you'll consider looking into taking refuge formally if that resonates for you. There are many ways here to dig in. I ask all of us to find 1 or 2 or more and really do it. Not just for yourself. I know it starts there and that's important. But look at the world. Look at the world. Look at how things are going. The world desperately needs each one of us to really do the thing. Really do it. Not something like it. Not something adjacent to it. Real, honest to goodness, real deal awakening. That's what you need. That's what everybody sitting around you needs, and that's what our world needs. So for everybody's sake, especially those who have yet to even be born, those who are young, let's do this. Imagine if everyone here realized their full Buddhahood and lived it. Right? It's amazing what we can do. But let's start simply. Let's start practically. we have to sign a contract. It's not actually a contract, but we will, there's a tradition we have that will begin in just a moment where we'll intone the Shosaimyo Kichijo Dharani, a particularly powerful way of, the Shosaimyo Dharani brings power to breakthroughs. Obstacles and barriers are eroded, if not smashed through. That's what this Dharani is about, okay? So don't worry about what it means. It doesn't mean anything. Just make the sounds and enjoy them, but really become the sounds, right? And have that intent. As that's happening, the little table will come forward. There's a scroll there, a little paper. I'll make an enzo, which is the traditional marker of the Zen way, and then sign it inside. And I would invite everyone, we'll have some orderly way of doing this. You'll be invited to come up while the chant is happening. Sign your name as simply a gesture and an expression of your intent and commitment to kick it up a notch, together as a Sangha. Let's do it.
Please stand for the Shosaimyo Kichicho Dharani on page 6.
The incense of emptiness.
Shosaimyo Kichicho Dharani. No mo san manda moto nano arachi koto sha somo nanto jito en ga ki onu shibura hara chijuri so aja senchi ga shiri e somo kono mo san manda Yonun Shivura Shivura Hara Shivura Hara Shivura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Soaja Soaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somogo no Mo Sanmanda Nano Harachi Koto Sha Sono Nanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Ga Ki Unun Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Soaja Soaja Senshi Ga Shirie Somoko no Mo Sanmanda Moto Nano Araki Soto Sha Sono Nanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Ga Nun Nun Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Soaja Soaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somogo no Mo Sanmanda Moto Nano Arachi Koto Sha Nanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Unun Shifura Shifura Tira Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Soaja Soaja Senchi Esuri Somoko Momo Sanmanda Moto Nano Harachi Koto Sha Somonanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Nun Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Soaja Soaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somoko no Mo Sanmanda Moto Na Oharachi Koto Sha Somonanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Sohaja Sohaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somoko no Mo Sanmanda Moto Nano Harachi Koto Sha Sono Nando Jito Ga 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 Ki Unun Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Sohaja Sohaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somoko no Mo Sanmanda Moto Nano Harachi Koto Sha Sono Nanto Jito En Ga 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 Ki Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishusa Chishusa Chishuri Chishuri Sohaja Sohaja Senchi Ga Shirie Somoko no Mo Sanmanda Moto Nano Harachi Koto Sha Sono Nanto Jito Ga 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 Ki Unum Chi Shishuri Soa Haja Soa Ja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na Ohara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Ga Ki Un Nun Shifura Hara Shifura Hara Shifura Chishu Sa Chishu Sa Chishuri Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Ga Ki Unu Shifura Shifura Hara Shifura Chishu Sa Chishuri Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki Unu Shifura Hara Chishu Sa Chishuri So Aja Sen Chi Ga Shiri E Somoko No Mo San Manda Moto Na No Hara Chi Koto Sha Sono Na Doji To En Ga 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 Ki
Shifu
In this transition this spring, may our Sangha's connection to the Lankavatara Sutra and our own awakening grow. May our practice deepen and free all beings. We especially dedicate these merits to Chikan, Art, Stephen, Vicky, Joe, Katrina, Soke, Mike, Cindy, Roger, Debbie, and Monica. May they have peace and healing. And Tom, Max, Tracy, Ellen, Ken, and Chris at the time of their deaths. May we live in perfect peace with Buddha Dharma, and may we realize the Buddha way together.
has begun, everybody.
So the clergy will be up front. They'll be tying ongo threads on your wrist. If you would like one, please get in the line with them. And we'll have a couple of lines for each priest. And there won't be additional announcements today, but just check your email. If you signed up for a Sangha Circle, it might be as early as tomorrow, so make sure you check your assignment. The biggest announcement is do not arrive at the Abbey today for tea before 2:45. Okay, if you're skipping the hike portion of it, and we're checking the trail for mud and that kind of stuff. But just don't get early to the teacher's house. That's their small note also. And we'll have lunch here now. Everyone's welcome. New folks, you're more than welcome to join us for lunch. And then at about 2 o'clock, we'll do the walk or the hike toward the Abbey. We'll have tea at the Abbey at 2:45. If you don't know where that is, ask a friend in a robe. Thank you. Please restore the sendo and come get your ongo thread.